Hey guys, Alan Ballard, not a cornhole pro, out here on the front porch. Just want to give you a little update and kind of give you a little vlog here, video log. Just out on the front porch enjoying the beautiful colors. I'm gonna try to flip the camera around here and let you see. Just look at all the colors that I'm sitting there viewing. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, we're in full color up here. So, all right, let me give you some updates of what's been happening. So, many of you know that I played in Hamilton at the major there, and after that, I guess that there was so many people that sent in surveys about what's taken place and what they disliked about the tier system. They completely changed the tiering system, and I want to talk about that real briefly, and then we're going to get into where I'm at right now as well. All right, so the way it used to be was that they had 5 tiers. If you did not make the main bracket, which that's bracket 1, then you got put in your tier system based upon your PPR over an average over all of your regionals and majors. So it's a PPR average. So if you had a bad round or a bad day at a certain major, you're kind of like behind the 8 ball. But if you had a really good one, then you know how it's hard to get your PPR back up there. So they said, you know what, we're not doing that. And then what they ended up with is in tier 2, because it was 8.5 and above, that they only had 12, 15 people that decided to play in tier 2 because they didn't make the main. And they're like, I'm not sticking around. I'm not going to play. So they left. But then you've got 90 something people in tier 3 and probably another 20 or 30 or maybe 40 in tier 4. And it was just so out of balance, and it just took so long. I mean, they didn't start till like 9:30 at night on that Saturday. So what they decided to do, which I'm super excited for, is if you do not make the main bracket, so they'll have the competitive pool play, and then they're going to divide it out equally, 4 tiers: tier 2, 3, tier 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so you make the main bracket, you get into that, but it's 2, 3, 4, and I think maybe even 5 if they need it. So it's going to be divided equally across those. Sorry for the car going by once again. I'm out on my front porch, so we're just having a little front porch talking. And so I like that. I think that's going to be very well. It's going to do very well for us. And it's going to be based, what I understand now, is based upon your PPR for that tournament, not over an average over all the regionals. They got to collect all that data and stuff like that. I don't believe that's the way it is. So it's how you played that day. So you could have a really good day at a tournament and get into tier 2. Now, so for me, I had tier 2. I have 2 tiers, tier 2 and tier 3 points both. So you don't lose those. So those are exactly the same. So you keep your tier 2 and tier 3 points for worlds. Right now I am ranked 54th in senior worlds points right now, which it's pretty normal just for attending and playing in them. So I've moved up and I got some of those as well. But my next major that I'm headed to is Dallas with John Szosniski, I think is how you say his name. And then also Grant Upchurch is down there, and Raymond Vasquez from AJ Sports. So that's really cool. I'm super excited. Going to be down there for a full week. Going to be lots of content. I'll be flying down there. My arms are going to get so tired. But that's going to be fun. It's going to be a vacation for me. And we were supposed to go after, when I get back from Dallas, hop in the car and drive up to Upper Red Lake in Minnesota, but I don't think the ice is going to be good. This will be December. Once again, I don't think the ice is going to be good enough for us to go out onto the ice and do our annual ice fishing trip. So that's probably going to get canceled. So super, super, super excited about the regionals and the majors for these tier systems, because, this is the next section I wanted to talk about very briefly today, is about what do you expect from your game when you go to play. Now, I spoke to this last time. So for me, I know that I am on the average an 8, 8.5. I can play. I have shot 11s. I've shot 10.5s, 9.5s, lots of them. And I'm getting more and more better. More better? That's pretty bad. I'm getting better and better and better as we go. And so the mental side of the game is what I've been working on. I played yesterday at one of my sponsors' location at Timbertown in Lewiston, and absolutely had a ball. I had fun playing. I don't normally, I just buy one ticket for airmail. because I don't usually get drawn. My luck is just bad. I don't get drawn, but I got drawn. I had one ticket and I got drawn. And I'm like, yes. So I really, okay, you're in the moment, seize the moment. This is your time to shine. And I got up there and I really focused. I bared down. I mean, I lasered in and I hit the first airmail and I was like, whoa, that's fantastic. And then they're like, okay, well, that's, because you hit one, then that's nobody else is not going to draw any tickets. All right, I had 3 more bags left. Reached down, grabbed the other one, and I'm using the BW Legend L's. They're money. They're just like a BG Wizard. And I put it up there and I chunked it, and right in the hole it went. And I'm like, oh my God, I hit 2 in a row. Everybody was super excited and they were hollering, and I didn't get it on video. I was so excited that I got drawn that I didn't even get it on video. And then, so I thought, okay, let's just see if we can get 3. And I hit the third one. It hit the front lip and just rushed straight down. I'm like, oh. So I knew I was dialed in. And then the last one, I chunked it and it hit the back of the hole. It hit the rim of the back of the hole and just rolled over. So I was just right there. So that was really, I could have emptied the pot, which would have been fun. But that was $394 for those 2 bags in the hole. So that was fantastic. So, my airmail game is not the best. But I have been practicing that. But what I've worked on is my mental side of the game. Stay in it, stay focused. And what I've been doing is I took a little play out of somebody else's playbook. And, he listens with headphones. And I have this music that I listen to now. And I don't have like earbuds in. I have them, they go over the ears so I can still hear, when somebody's talking to me. But it's just like white noise. It's a Japanese rap music, and I have no idea what they're saying, none. But it actually helps with just tuning out everything else. It makes me focus. So I did not do any stupid shots, which was a big one for me, because you get anxious or you get too aggressive, and you don't make your shot like you're supposed to. You just play safe. Play safe. Play like you're supposed to play. Do what you're supposed to do. All right. And so with that said, I wasn't too worried about where I placed at yesterday, and I'm good with that. The last thing is, I went back and I looked at some of my my bags that I used to throw, and with now going to BW, those bags are different. It's completely a different bag, not even remotely the same feel. And so once again, I always say there's 3 levels to learning. If you're consistent with a bag and I switch bag manufacturer. So it's a completely new bag for me this year. So I'm in that learning phase. So I went through the, figuring it out. That's phase 1. And now I'm into phase 2, which, I'm getting there. I'm seeing some consistency, seeing some big successes. And then I'll wait till, I got to continue to grow. And then I'll be in phase 3, which will be, consistently and just, taking that, being fully consistent and then just building on it, being a lot more successes. So that's where I'm at now with my game, and then working on the mental side of it. If you make a bad shot, okay, you got to turn that off. And in the medicine world that we live in, that I live in, and paramedic is, you work on what you have right there, and then you move forward, you move on, and you move to the next patient. And so that's what I have to learn to do, especially in cornhole, is you make your shot, you do what you're supposed to do, and then you move on. If you make a bad shot, okay, don't live on that. Don't beat yourself up over it. Okay, the shot's over with. You can't do anything about it. Okay, how are you going to recover? So say your first bag, you blow it off the back. All right, then let's get a 9. Okay, 9s are fine. And if you miss one, okay, well then now you're looking at a 7. All right, or if you miss a bag off to the left, or you miss one off to the right, well, make your next 2. Now you got an 8. So, okay, so say you blow 2 off, then you're going to get a 6. So you have to be sitting there with the reality of your game, and the mental aspect of it is huge. I said this before. I think that mentally is 85% of this game, and 15% is your technique and physicalness. So super excited about that. Lastly, I was able to help 2 more friends with their bags, getting them broke in using the Mr. 12. the podium potion, and they absolutely loved it. So Grant Upchurch, I'm out of potion. So I'd like to get some of that up here in this market in North Michigan so that I can start selling it and pushing that out, because people are really talking about how good that stuff is, because there's no residue, no smell, no nothing. And the bags are game ready, coming right out of the soak. So, I mean, you can slow them down a little bit as you throw them, but that's the only thing. So with that said, super happy. If you can see, I'm wearing my ACO drip that I won in Hamilton, which hoodie is very nice. I got another hoodie coming from Caddy Sack. I just talked to them today, and it's on the next shipment. It's a Timbertown bagger one as well. So it's one of our sponsors for this, and so that's really pleasing. Going to be looking good. I like it. Playing in league tonight in Traverse City. So with Patty Cake, Ryan Patterson, we're sitting in third place right now, which is super good for us. And he's been really carrying me. He carried me last week. I carried the week before, but last week he did really good. So my partner and I were gelling, and so we've been throwing his BW Sparks, and we might throw the Legends tonight. I'll be honest, with the humidity and stuff like that, and I'm able to throw. I'm working on also throwing a slower bag so that I can be aggressive and throw the bag. The old saying is never leave a putt short on the 18th. If you never get your bag to the hole, it never goes in the hole. So be aggressive, shoot your shot. Don't throw at the hole, throw to the hole. That's what the other one I was working on this weekend. And it's been kind of drizzly, rainy, so I've not been able to throw outside. I've got a bunch of yard work done and getting stuff ready for winter. We're supposed to get some snow here maybe in the next couple weeks. Hunting season's coming up. But so what I'd like to get my game up to is before Dallas is get my PPR up in the 8s. It's going to take a lot of work. So I need some high rounds to get it up there. So I need to get above 8 right now, and I think I'm a 7.6. So it's doable. So I can do that as well. So a lot of people are coming out now because the outdoor season is completely done, and people are now throwing inside. So a lot of people that don't throw outside are coming back and playing. And one place that we're going to be playing at this fall is Houghton Lake with Poor Shots Cornhole. Jeremy does an amazing job, draws some really, really good players there. They open tonight. Once again, like I said, I'm playing in league until the middle of November. And then I'll switch to Monday nights down at Houghton Lake, and I'll get you some good content down there. So super excited. What I'm hoping to do is I got these mics, and hopefully if my partner will be willing, that we can mic up and have content, and we can do that. One of the other things I want to do is try to get it to where the score widget, I can put it on the stream. I got to figure that out, and I don't know how to do that just yet on the phone, but we'll figure it out. I know there's some programs out there that you can do it with, but they're expensive, and I'm cheap. So thanks a lot, guys, gals, so much for the support, the love, and encouragement. I'm just super excited for what's happening. I got to talk to my partner, see about maybe making a trip down to a regional. It's about 3.5 hours. So that's another discussion we'll talk about, why we have no ACO regionals up here in North Michigan. It's kind of upsetting because that means I have to travel 2 to 3 hours just to play in a regional. So, all right, everybody, thanks so much. Stay down the middle and stay on the board. That's the biggest thing. God bless. See you on the next shot.